Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Bad Wolf. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing up. You guys ready to be entertained? It's showtime. All right, so watching the video, I've already made like two, I think three. So this will be the fourth one and the final one. People watched the other recent one and they were good, but they also wanted me to kind of show the proof of my work. So they wanted to actually see the codes that I'm talking about and just basically take it down the line. So if you're new here, don't forget to hit that bell, like, and subscribe, and welcome to the tribe. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So all of my materials can be found on blacksite32.com, jamesclovett.com, and badwolf unincorporated.com. All right. Also, if you're watching this video, it's a soft launch, but you can kind of check out the website and take a couple of sneak peeks at some of the videos. But for all of the minutia videos where people really want to know like the fire, like how to really do like the land patent and dealing with the IRS and all that stuff, I'm making seminar videos, and those will be on the video of the website I just mentioned there on the seminars page. And also on the seminars page, you'll be able to find out when we do conferences, which will have anywhere between 3 to 5 different professionals in various different fields like health and pet nutrition and whatever else that we can really only talk about privately because we know how the system and certain things and people, agencies and organizations work. So we have to go underground with it. And as always, it's education and entertainment, even there. And we take no responsibility for anything good or bad that you use, do, or experience. But that is, once again, it's coming. So it's not the official launch, just kind of throwing it out there for people who are already scouring my website, say, what is this? What is this? Is this it? So yeah, it's a soft launch. You guys really weren't supposed to find it, but I guess technically you could, so it's whatever. All right, so I digress. As always, if you see anybody using any of my information inappropriately, illegally, or whatever else, using it in any kind of negative way, all right. Reported the video using the bullying, slandering, and defamation of character. Report the video. Have thank you guys in advance for helping me to fight back the forces of darkness out there who like to put thumbs down on my videos. You know, whatever. You know what? I mean, I'll tell you this. My videos, I think some of the ones with the most thumbs down still yet have 90% success and approval rating. So people doing it out there, it's whatever. You're keeping it real. So thank you for being real out there. All right. Which I don't understand still yet, though, if you keep coming back to the channel, but you don't like me either because I'm telling the truth, you don't like my interpretation of the truth, or I currently date your girlfriend, or I smashed your ex-girlfriend, or because you don't like my shirts, or you think I'm too young, or you don't like my color, or you don't like that I talk proper, or whatever it is you come up with. I don't give a, I don't give a, don't give a, don't give a. All right, let's get into it. So people go, Wolf, you keep talking about that we're born as nationals, private citizens. Can we prove it? All right. So the term private citizen doesn't have legal or lawful standing. The term private citizen, now I may be wrong. I think there are some documents that speak about it, but I haven't seen a formal law book. Oh, hold on. No, I take that back. Private citizen does have standing. I did see it in Black Law's dictionary. So I take that back. Rewind back 33 seconds and go. All right. So the term private citizen has standing in law, and it is a term that is used by law enforcement. And what they mean by that is you are somebody who's born. Now, even they don't know the full definition, but it is a person who is not clothed in public office, who does not want to be regarded as being a part of the public or political hemisphere and jurisdiction. Doesn't mean you're above the law per se. It means you're just like, I'm not a part of any of that. I don't want to leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. That's what it means. So private citizen can be found in Black Law's dictionary. I do remember that. I should probably check some of the other ones and see if it's in there. I'm sure it is. But don't confuse that with private person. Private person means that you are, in fact, a U.S. citizen and a public person, but you're more so private. That's the thing. All right, but let's get to the stuff that we can jump to right away and that actually mean the most anyway. All right, so let's get over there. All right, and there's that. So you should see my desktop or right about now. Um, okay, so we should be good there. So now one of the first things, so let's say I'm in court and they're like, right now, Mr. Levitt, you've got 30 minutes. No, they definitely wouldn't give me that much time. But to prove that you are this national or whatever else. Great. Let's do it. Thought you'd never ask. One of the first things I'm going to go to is GPO style manual. So this video should be titled status correction or how do I change my status? All right. There, you're not changing anything. Don't pay people tons of money. Oh, I can change your status. Buy this affidavit. That's not what does it. You are born with it. I've said that since day one. You are born with it. I'm going to prove it to you. All right. So GPO style manual is the Government Publishing Office Manual of Style, legal style. This is the level that I learned in law, the style, legal style, the legal department. Okay, so here it is, government, gpo.gov. I'm not making anything up. This is not a fake site. Download the PDF. Okay. Now here, it says it's a new edition of the popular one, but let's take a look here. So this is saying 2017. Oh, they're basically just saying what they've updates the capitalization, abbreviation, and computer terms. This new edition can be purchased on GPO online bookstore. So this is new. I haven't even seen this. So let's see how much it costs. $39. So they don't have a PDF version. Well, I'll probably buy it. Boom, add to cart. But yeah, so they don't have a PDF version. Interesting. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna leave that up because I want to come back and buy it. But let's go back here. It says download PDF, but the PDF is just a circular that tells you what changes they've done. It's not the full thing. So apparently you have to buy the new one. Generally, they they make you buy the books when it's online and even though it should be free to the American people, when they want to hide new stuff. Okay, so I will get it and I'll take a look at it. But for right now, if you look at this, it looks like that's all they have. But here, GPL style manual. Let's okay. Let's go all the way back up so I can show you proof. Style manual. This is from 2016. I personally like the 2000 version, so let's see if I can hack it real quick. No, they ain't gonna let me go to it that way. All right, so GP GPO style manual 2000 PDF. All right, found it. Huzzah! So this is the 2000 version. I like this one because of, I think it's the same page, which should be 109. Might not be. No, okay. Do it the old-fashioned way. I'll search up the word Texan, Texan. Search. Huh, it's not searching. Try the word nationalities. What about national? 75. Okay, let's see. It should actually still be in section 5.23. So, oh, it's finding more. That's great. All right. So I know it's usually in 5.23. I'm just going to scroll up to that section. It should be there, but this is an older version. I usually don't use it. Let's make it bigger. You see what I'm seeing, right? Oh, come on. Might be just taking a while to load. There we go. See if it'll. Okay. So, went too far back. That figures. This is why I would have needed 30 minutes in the. There it is. All right. So finally, underneath the term nationalities, nationalities is plural for the word national, multiple nationals. What's also contained in the word national is the word nation. So you have a nation, you're a national, and you're not alone. In the word nation, you have the word native for native. In the word nati, you have nat, which is natural. 5.23 says, in designating the natives of the several states, this is how they hide the word America. These people really do not like the word America. They really don't like it. But when they're talking about the organic states, it's a capital S states, and they say several states. This is how they refer to America. And it says, what? In designating the natives. So you're a Native American. This is where we get national from. In the old days, these terms down here, all of these, was what a state citizen was called. So they've upgraded the term from state citizen to national. And being a national gives you a nationality. So if you're born in Texas, you're a Texan. Tennessee, Tennessean. This is Okay, so it says observe the following forms. So it's saying observe them. It's not saying that these are anything other from a legal perspective, anything other than words that are being used. Because right here it says these designate the several states, but then these are other forms, but they're not officially natives of the several states. It's not saying, otherwise it would say includes. It just says observe the following forms. So African American, no such place. Alaskan Native, I happen to know that they prefer to be called Inuits. Amerindian, no, Indian is a derogatory term. Native Americans, yeah, they accept that generally, or just natives, and then their tribe. Can't speak for Puerto Rican or Hawaiian or Japanese. But here you go. This is your first thing here that brings. We've all heard these terms used before in our area. This is your nationality. You're a national because this right here, government says so. But what else do we have? Okay, glad you asked. Eight, U.S.C. 1401. Go to Cornell Law EDU. 8 U.S.C. 1401. Nationals. And look, you notice they said national first. By normal grammar, citizen, the C comes first before an N, so it should be citizens. Now, but they're making a specific point here because your nationality comes first and then you acquired your citizen of the United States at birth. You got both, but the natural part came first. A person born in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction. Boom, that is it. If you're born in the United States and you're subject to the jurisdiction, you are a national and a citizen at birth. You have both. And then depending on your birth, one parent, two parents, born here, born there, you might qualify for one of these other ones. And here, the term United States, it says the term United States, except as otherwise specifically herein, mean other places it may mean something different. But it says here, when used in a geographical sense, meaning for legal reasons, it's the geographical and continental United States of America. So the term United States has more than one definition. It has three off the top of my head: the geographical United States, the corporate United States, and the body Congress in the District of Columbia. So here, though they have abbreviated all 50 states because they didn't want to write them all down, if you're born in any of these states, Alaska to Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Guam. But see, you know what's funny is that a lot of times people say, well, oh, you're only a national if you're born in Guam or Mariana Islands. That's true as well because they're nationals, but their type of national is actually a U.S. non-citizen national. And that falls underneath us, born geographically here in the 50 states, as non-citizen nationals. There's a difference. So we've proven this one. Let's go to 8 U.S.C. 1101. Let's go down to 21 and 22. All right. A lot of people like to, well, if you're not using the right code, I did used to use this code. I've made videos on this. This is the last one I'm going to do on this. If you want to use this one and stand on it, that's you. I do not. Why? Because it's a trap. Some of y'all don't understand traps. They will never offer you your way out to liberty and rights and freedom by making it the first available option. It's always going to be either the second or last or in the word other. How can I prove it? Click on the word state. The word state here says the word state, when used here, includes the District of Columbia. We know the District of Columbia is not one of the 50 stars on the American flag. Period, people. So if here in this code refers or references to the District of Columbia, and the word state can have multiple meanings, but when used here in this code, it means the District of Columbia, then 8 U.S.C. 1101A 21 is not then a national, meaning the organic 50 states. It means you were born in the District of Columbia, but you, by law, can utilize this one. You can claim this one. But anybody also born there can also claim the right one, which is 22. Let's see why. The term national of the United States. Okay, so we know it's a real thing. So you guys can hop off the fucking. Sorry, USA. All those people say there's no such thing as a national. Here it is in plain writing. This is a DC national. This is a American national. But they don't say American national. It's called a national of the United States. And it says here the term national of the United States means a citizen of the United States. Citizen of the United States, this term means every possible thing here. DC national, federal citizen, US citizen, private citizen, national of the United States. This means the whole family. So that means it's all interchangeable. So if you're a US citizen, which is included in this term here, you can also be a national. Vice versa. If you're in the family, even if your last name is different, your family. I choose B because it says a person, though not a citizen of the United States, meaning you have the right to regard yourself as not being that, owes permanent allegiance to the United States. But let's look up the definition of the United States here versus 21 with the word DC in it. Nowhere in here do you see the District of Columbia. So they're talking about jurisdictional differences in these terms, especially the term United States. Here they're talking about the geographical, the real land, the continental, the organic and connected physical ground. So when people ask me and they keep asking me to correct their status, there is no such thing as correcting your status. You have it already. You just don't know how to operate in the private. You don't know how to make private IDs. You don't know how to make your own private micronation. You don't know how to get a private trust and put it together properly. You don't know how to get a non-interest bearing bank account because they look at you funny and it's like, oh, you're crazy. Why would you not want to get this money? Because then you're saying that you're basically taxable and that if they want to come after you, they can take your stuff because all of your stuff is on the public side. This is the game they've been playing with you people since you were born. You had three baby breaths in your body, and this game was already rolling, well oiled up. Floor was slippery with baby oil, and you slid all the way down into hell into the bottom of their jurisdiction. And nobody's coming to save you. You're at Diddy's house, you're in the basement, and the floors are all oiled. No one's coming to say, well, someone's coming. Oh, too soon? No one's coming to save you, though. They might be coming for you, but it ain't to save you. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a U.S. citizen as long as you understand these premises. There's jurisdictional differences here. All right. Now let's get some more proof in the pudding, shall we? Let's go over to let's talk to the Department of State. 8 FAM 505.2. Chop chop. Okay, so FAM, people always ask me, what does FAM stand for? Not family, kind of, but not really. It's Foreign Affairs Manual. FAM.state.gov. This is the real deal, the real McCoy. Let's go and see what the. But Wolf, why are we here at the passport endorsements? because contained within your passport, and you can see they updated this recently. So, for the love of God, Department of State, thank you for finally updating when you updated the information. I know I'm a little anal on it, but thank you. It's just how my brain works. You guys are hurting my brain here. If we drop down to a section I already know about within their code, because I've checked over everything that they have online, when you get down to an endorsement code for the passport, and for those people who don't know, because I've made mention on this, so thank you, Department of State passport. They're literally right here telling you this is what the endorsement should look like in your book. You have the right to put it on there. It says it in this document. You should apply for your passport the proper way. And if you're going to do it yourself, this is literally what it should look like. All capitalized letters, verbatim, on the endorsement page. You can make this as a stamp or have a professional printer put this in there for you. You have the right to declare yourself a national. You do. Under A, it says place in a passport book issued to a non-citizen U.S. national. So we now know that non-citizen U.S. national is another way of saying United States national. It says the U.S. national will be printed instead of USA on the front of the card. They don't do this, but there might be a reason why. So we'll keep going. It says prior to the creation of this endorsement in 1992, the bare status as a non-citizen national is indicated by circling the word national or crossing out the word citizen in the secretary's message on the signature page of the passport. So they're telling you so much information here. Let me break this down so you guys can see how my brain processes this. So they're telling you that the national is a real thing, and a citizen, of course, as we all know, is a general term, but it's a real thing. They're telling you right here, prior to this endorsement, using this number, if you wanted to be this, all you had to do is cross out the word citizen or circle the word national, and your book then made you this. They're telling you you have the ability. This right here is telling you you still have the ability. They didn't repeal this. They didn't take it away. They didn't say, nope, repealed, gone, void, no. You still have this ability if you're smart enough to overstand the information, and I am. I am that I am. So that's one thing. They're also telling you that the word national then means the same thing as U.S. national, means the same thing as non-citizen U.S. national. Just like in math, work the problem. If it says non-citizen, meaning not a citizen, what is then left if you remove this, the term U.S. national? These words have standing in law. They have meaning, they have definition, they are so defined to mean a specific thing. It has status. The word American national does not, except for in the private. But on their side of the fence, it's these words are better. You print this section, you show these documents, you put this in your book with the box around it, and here they're telling you this is how it's supposed to be done properly. So thank you, Department of State, for watching my videos and getting this done. Because for the love of God, I'm tired of people bothering me on it. So I'm sure you guys are probably tired of it, people bothering you on it. But they're not going to make a big news announcement. They want you to be smart enough to look around like I do, or to find somebody like me. That's why you have to be careful you get your knowledge and information from. And if you're going to get your information from other people, that's fine, but vet it for yourself. Hear what they're saying, but go and read it for yourself. I don't care who it is, me, former student, a guy down the block, somebody with glasses on, hiding their face, talking trash about other people, whoever it might be, somebody claiming to be an attorney or a lawyer or whatever they might be. Cool, great. Go and read it for yourself carefully. Look up the words, look up the terms. I just showed you where national of the United States, which is the same thing. They're synonymous. See, there are different words and terminology depending on the state level, the federal level, the police municipality, the sheriff's station, the IRS. They all have to refer to either their own people, citizens, or people who aren't theirs, national, foreign national, private citizen. They all have to refer to it, but they all use slightly different terminology. But their terminology for anybody that's not under their control, but are entitled to liberty, freedom, and rights per the Constitution, they almost always have the word national in it. Police have in their books foreign national. Department of State has non-citizen U.S. national. But there's actually another type of national as well. And those are called U.S. non-citizen nationals, not non-citizen U.S. nationals. There's different things. But see, those U.S. non-citizen nationals fall underneath this directory as a different type of sub-national. And we're going to show you that right now. What is the code? 8 FAM 301.1. So once again, back to the Foreign Affairs Manual. They got all the good stuff in it. So right out of the gate here, they're telling you that U.S. citizenship may be acquired either by birth or through naturalization after the birth by the land you live on, natural, the old way, as a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, or by your bloodlines. But what we're going to focus on is B, because B says national versus U.S. citizen. While most people and countries use the term citizen and nationality interchangeably, U.S. law differentiates the two, meaning other places, these are the same thing, but not here. Under current law, all U.S. citizens are also U.S. nationals. So all that crap, once again, you guys don't believe paying people stupid amounts of money for stupid things. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You already have it. I've always said that. You get both. But it says here, other places are interchangeable. But here, though you have both, they are separate. There's a difference between the two. And you can choose to be which one you want to be. But when it comes to talking about here, the Virgin Islands, the Philippines, Guam, Panama, like on the though they leave you a way out on the E-Verify Department of State, it says, oh, if you're going to be a a national, non-citizen U.S. national, you have to be from these areas. False. These people are technically on the legal level called U.S. non-citizen nationals, not non-citizen U.S. nationals. U.S. non-citizen nationals are a subcategory of non-citizen U.S. nationals or nationals of the United States. So different things. And they are subservient. They are sub compared to us. And actually, you don't even have the correct term on the My E-Verify. You're actually stating that you say non-citizen U.S. nationals are born in these areas. That is a mistake. But the technical way out, and I like how they highlight the word red in red here, were okay, right here. Samoa and Swain Islands are U.S. non-citizen nationals. They are a subcategory, still in the family, but of the non-citizen U.S. nationals. But they give you away on the My E-Verify because it says, or parents of other non-citizen nationals or something like that, which then also means nationals of the United States. Now, either they worded it poorly because some schmuck got paid a lot of money and didn't know what the hell they were saying, or they purposely wrote it to kind of confuse you but give you a small way out through the term parents of other nationals. But whatever, you guys are finding out the truth here. So that's all that matters. So that's it. This whole spot right here breaks it down. And even though I did catch their mistake because they had this wrong before, they have updated it. So thank you for that. This is the proper code 8 U.S.C. 1101A 22. This covers both the U.S. citizen and the U.S. nationals. Just remember, this is for the ones in Guam or Samoa and Swain, non-citizen U.S. nationals on the passport application is referring to we nationals and the nationals of the United States or state citizens. They don't really use the term state citizen anymore, though. That's it. With this information, you can prove through your app, putting this all together through your affidavits with the correct codes, who and what you say you are. Let me see what else. Is there anything else? Passport. No, those are it. That's it. Those all these pieces are what make you a state citizen, a national of the United States. If you want to use the term non-citizen U.S. national, but also a U.S. citizen. So you have all of those. Now you can't claim U.S. non-citizen national technically because you're not born there, and your birth documents will show that. So you can't claim to be born somewhere where you weren't. And those are also people, unless they've changed something, who cannot vote but have rights to come and go throughout our shared family areas called the United States of America and enter into the paper maritime admiralty jurisdiction known as the United States, which floats concurrently over our land, but two different things. So there you guys go. This is the last video I'm going to do on it. This is all you need. You can make your own affidavits. You can take this information, put it in there. Whatever's clever, Trevor. But you have it. All right. So that's it, guys. Take care. I appreciate you. Thanks for following. Hit that bell, like, subscribe. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Feels good to be a patriot, an American, and a wolf.